Think of the most ordinary objects on your desk. We use them, we trust them, and we almost never question how they're made. But if you look closely at the beginning of any standard ruler, you'll notice something strange. There's a blank space, roughly a centimeter of empty wood, metal, or plastic sitting right before the zero mark. It seems like a waste of material. It serves no obvious measuring function. So why is it there? Welcome to Simple Things Surprising Histories. Today, we are exploring the hidden genius behind the space before the zero. And once you see its purpose, you will never look at a ruler the same way again. To understand this little gap, we first have to look at the rough, everyday life of a ruler. Think about what this tool actually goes through. It scrapes against the metal zippers of pencil cases, it drops onto hard tile floors, and it constantly bumps into the edges of desks. Over time, the physical corners of a ruler take a serious beating. Now, imagine if the zero mark sat exactly at that vulnerable physical edge. Every chip, scuff, and splinter would permanently alter your starting point. Just a ½ millimeter of lost material at the edge becomes a ½ millimeter error in every single measurement that follows. The margin exists because designers knew that edges wear out. The blank space protects the zero line from its worst enemy, us. It guarantees that even if the corner of your ruler is chipped from years of heavy use, the mathematical scale remains perfectly accurate. But the defense against wear and tear isn't the only reason for this gap. The second secret takes us straight to the factory floor. Imagine a high-speed manufacturing plant churning out thousands of rulers an hour. Rulers are usually printed in large batches on flat sheets of wood or plastic and then sliced down to size. Achieving a perfectly flush cut directly against the printed zero line without accidentally slicing off the line itself is incredibly difficult at mass production speeds. By adding a margin of empty space, factories give the cutting blades a much-needed margin of error. It's a practical concession to mass production. If the machine's blade is off by a tiny fraction of a millimeter, it just cuts harmlessly into the blank space. The zero mark remains safe, intact, and flawlessly aligned. There is one final dimension to this clever design, and it's one that has quietly shaped how all of us learn. It is its educational purpose. For an adult, the concept of a numerical starting point is obvious, but for a young student encountering a ruler for the very first time, it isn't. A child's first instinct is simply line up the physical edge of an object with the physical edge of the stick. The blank space acts as a silent teacher. It makes a clear visual statement. Measuring starts at the zero line, not the plastic edge. This feature has persisted for so long that drafting manuals from the early 1900s already reference the practice. It forces the user to pause, align, and measure correctly without needing a single word of instruction. So, the next time you pick up a ruler to draw a straight line, take a second to appreciate that little gap. It is a shock absorber, a manufacturing safety net, and a silent teacher, all rolled into a centimeter of nothing. It goes to show that sometimes the absolute smartest part of a design is the empty space. Thank you for watching Simple Things Surprising Histories. If you enjoyed this dive into everyday design, please hit the like button, share this video with a curious friend, and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, keep questioning the simple things.